It was a dark and stormy night. I'm sorry.
Shut your nigga lips.
Okay. All right, come on. I'm ready.
All right. So we had another episode of Overly Opinionated with your host, James, and my homegirl, Lucy, and our newest member, probably won't be for long, but light-skinned Jenny, a.k.a. Jenny from the block. And we got our new producer, Young Prez. He gonna be doing all our editing and producing from now on, so you'll get used to him and his work. Today's episode, we're gonna dive right in. We're going to what is the looks hierarchy or the male-female ranking system as far as the sexual market value. What do women rank men on as far as looks? What do women rank men on as far as the full package? What do men rank women on as far as the looks and full package? So what we'll do is we'll start with
you.
Oh, I'll definitely start. Oh, and also go check Overly Opinionated out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, we all over the place. Hashtag Overly Opinionated. So I'll start with me, and I'll start with looks. Now don't judge me about now, because tomorrow I get a haircut, so I'm due for a haircut, so they don't count. But I want to say looks wise, I consider myself 5.5, rough 6. So about average to above average. Overall package, average earner in America for a man make about $45,000. I make over that, so I'm a slightly above average earner. Average man in America is about 5'9". I'm 6'2", so I'm above average height. Personality on 10, intelligence on 8, 8.5 on a good day. So overall, I'd say my overall, so looks, I'm a 5, 5.5, 6. Overall, I'm gonna say a 7.5, give or take, maybe an 8, depending on if you're dealing with the aunties or not. Aunties seem to love me. So that will be my rating as far as myself. So Jenny.
Don't come to me with
What the world? Jenny.
I'm new. Let's go.
Look, it don't matter. We all got to do it. What do it matter if you go second?
Let me see how she let this out.
Oh Lord. Lucy, go ahead. Jesus Christ, this is what I'm talking light skinned people.
Okay. So looks wise, I'ma say when my hair really done, because I'm getting my hair done right now, but when my hair done, I'm an 8. Period. I'm an 8 because I don't have no titties. But if I had some titties, it would be over these hoes. I ain't even gonna lie.
But tell them why you were 8, because you was a 7. But why you moved up to an 8?
But my booty grew. Now
it did, y'all.
I got a whole lot more lookers now, so that number went up. It
did get big. I see it. I vouch for it.
All right. Now, financially, I'm not even on the scale. Don't.
You're a woman that don't matter. You cute.
0. I need to be taken care of. Okay. What else I had rated myself on earlier?
Personality, smart.
Oh my God, personality 11. I'm tipping.
You're a nice 8.
I am. My personality is like amazing. What else? Cooking.
How tall are you, Lucy?
5'6".
All right.
Regular height.
It's still
short. I know seen things about sports, so that bumped me up a notch too. That might bump me up to an 8.5.
Boom.
It depends on how much, if you just know like the basics though. But to
no
be
matter,
honest,
she can enjoy it, she understands.
No, it don't, because honestly, we don't want to sit and watch sports with y'all. We don't.
Okay, moving on.
I never had that experience, but okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Moving on. cooking, I'm gonna say my cooking is a 6.5 because I really don't be cooking that much. But when I do cook, baby, it be good. It's just rare.
It's a 6.5 because she don't cook no kind of meat or.
Yes, I do. Anyway, and that's all we doing.
Yeah, that's pretty.
All right,
looks next. And then an overall. So you got an 8 in the looks, and you
overall is a 10. Overall is just an absolute.
We're gonna roll with that. We're gonna roll with that line. Go ahead, Jenny.
I would say fresh face, wake up, bright eye, bushy tail, no makeup. I would say 7.5. With makeup 8. It don't really make a big difference because I still don't do too much.
We ain't gonna be real to save my life over here.
So what's real then, James? Speak on it. Because I was quiet on your little moment. Let's go ahead on. Speak on it. Okay. So I would say I was 8.5, maybe a 9 if I dropped about good 30 pounds because the girl gained some weight. I like to stress eat. Let's be clear. And that leads to me knowing how to cook. I do cater on the side, so my cooking is cooking. And I have my own business. I don't know how much that range with a man, because if he got it like that, it don't matter. I'm 5'5".
With brown eyes.
I like sports. I like outdoorsy stuff. I like fishing. I like paintball and all that good stuff. So despite how cute I am, I do get rough in the streets.
Come on, personality.
And that personality on fleek because I make James be mad all the time. Come on,
I mean, that's not a good personality trait because you annoy people.
Personality to get under your skin, that's a win.
Annoy.
And I'm from New Orleans with that accent, baby. Come on.
It's even worse. All right.
And if you know about the New Orleans women. You heard me?
All right. So since we gonna live.
He mad because he ain't from New Orleans. He's just from Louisiana. But go ahead on.
We all gonna live in Delulu land, and I should have gave myself a 7.
Not the Delulu.
Yeah, I should have gave myself a 7.8 since that's where we were going. But I
don't know how with that scruff on your face, but go ahead and try to get.
I like to be realistic, but hey, we rolling with the numbers that we get. Okay, so Lucy.
So I'm not a 7.5, but you're a 6.
Say a 5.5, 6. I'm not. That's exactly correct.
All right.
Exactly correct. So Lucy.
Yes, more chest.
Shut up. What would you say? Okay, we're gonna, since it's 2 of y'all and 1 me, we're gonna do Lucy. How do you perceive generally men are ranked in looks? And Jenny, we're gonna let you do how are men generally ranked in the overall. So Lucy, when it comes to looks, and not just your man in general, but when a dude try to talk to you, there is a ranking system that we all use. We don't like to talk about it because it's a sensitive thing, hurt people's feelings. But when a dude approach you, there's a ranking system when it comes to looks. So what looks wise, or is looks even the top of your list of things when a guy approach you?
Yes, it is, James. Like, it's really, really important. I think that when women are approached, you have to look at the person first. You have to look at their face, and that matters. If you turn around and you're shocked, are you going to want to continue to have a conversation with that person? But if their face is chiseled, if their beard is growing in fully, if they have nice teeth, if they have nice skin, oh my God, because skin. And if they have a haircut.
So let me ask you, wait. So the whole ugly dudes grow on you That's a farce.
No. Because ugly dudes do have the potential to grow on you, but we're talking about right when it happens,
Okay.
when you look at someone, you instantly look at the eyes, the teeth, the nose, the beard, the skin, and
body. Does body matter? Height, proportion,
yes,
weight.
you're looking at all this, but I'm just talking about the face.
Okay.
So this is the stuff that you see right at the beginning, and it's going to let you know, are you turned on or are you turned off?
Okay, so looks, face. Okay, so body wise, well, I mean, I guess for different women, because like I say, aunties prefer a different body type than certain chicks.
If it's a bald head, if it's a smooth bald head. I mean,
nobody want a bald head.
If it don't have no dents in it and stuff, I don't know.
So if you ask me about body type, okay.
Yeah.
I used to like, you know what I'm saying? I done went back home with my accent. I used to like athletic, fit looking dudes. But now I prefer like a little country thick.
Okay. As you get, as you get to start getting into auntie age, it varies.
Okay,
okay, tattoos, hairstyle, does that matter?
Yes, because I love a haircut. Now this is to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't speaking for every woman, because some women like men with a little hair that they can grab on. My friend, she loved bald men with beards. So if I see a fade and it's right and crisp and a good barber did it, a barber, I just want to say barbers are God's gift to earth. If your barber on his shit, like,
in general, most women do. Now, you have the weirdos that like the dreads and all the other stuff, but in general, most women like a nice haircut. Now, you got the bald, people that like the bald heads and all that other madness, but it's general a nice haircut. Okay, so we got, I think that's pretty much, we can apply that to at least 65% of regular women. So, okay, that works. So, Jenny, when it comes to the the overall package, that's how much is he broke? That's how much money do we make? That's his personality, that's his charm.
Are you saying it or am I saying it? Sound like you got the list, not me.
Oh my God, I'm literally just, go ahead, Jenny, go right ahead.
I mean, to be honest, for most women, it depends on where they're at in life. If you have the degrees and the money, then most of the times money is not the major factor, because you're combining two nice incomes. But if you're not there, then it would be more important for you to get someone that has an income that can afford your lifestyle as well. As far as the other things that's important, I would say every woman loves a man that can lead the household for us making firm decisions, making good decisions, being a little handy, always get you some points. You can be handy around the house. Now to put a good ceiling fan up and all that good stuff, that's great. Now to do a little oil change, like you don't have to be a full mechanic, but if you could just do a little couple things, change the tire and all that's good. If you're a gardener, then you don't gotta be no gardener, but if you know how to cut some grass and keep, and it's always good to know money. So if he know money, as far as being not only financially stable, but know how to maneuver through money, meaning that he's responsible with this point, because a lot of men don't know finances like that. They don't know the ins and outs of credit, investing, and all that good stuff. Women are always impressed by a guy that she can learn from. So if he got some good things, some good nuggets he could drop on her, that's a plus. If he's charismatic, if he's romantic, all those things are major factors depending on the woman. Now, when it comes to me, per se, I worry about most definitely hygiene. If you're worrying about being healthy, do you get your cough and you ain't worrying about it? Or do you get your cough and once you coughing too long, you go to the hospital? Those things matter to me. How you treat people, like how you treat servers and all that extra good stuff. So I worry about a lot of character because the character dictate what type of relationship you're gonna have.
Okay, so do looks we're gonna do, because when I do mine, I'm gonna give the over versus the under. Do looks matter over finance? AKA, if a dude make a certain amount of money, so does it balance like this? The more money he make, the less attractive and all that other stuff he has to be.
I think it is a fluctuation. Like if the guy looks nice and he holds a decent job that can also be combined with someone else's income, that's a win. It's a lot of women book because they feel like I could be attracted to you, I could get mad at you and still be attracted to you. And that makes the duration of a relationship longer. The less attractive you are to a person, I really strongly believe that attraction is layered, meaning that the more I like looking at you, the more characteristic traits that you do that caters towards my love languages, those type of things layer the whole relationship, because you got to think about Mad Day. A lot of people don't think about Mad Day. So if I'm mad at you and I can still get turned on, that's a win. But if I get mad at you and I wasn't really highly attracted, should I say, to you, then I might start second guessing myself and saying, I'm settling. So those are the type of things you're going to meet. To me, that's what it opens up doors of doubt.
So Lucy,
the less attraction you have to a person.
Let me ask you this more directly, because Jenny didn't give a direct answer. If our looks or finance, which one of those which one matters the most to you?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To give you a most stern answer, for me, it got to be 50-50 at least. It got to be somewhere in the mark of middle for both.
It's like, like I want to have a direct answer for you, but it is hard. I think it depends on, now you did ask me, now you ain't asked for all the women, because I know it will be different for other women. But like, I've always said, I gotta be able to look at you. I gotta be able to look at you.
So wait, so both of y'all telling me that
I'm not saying
a fairly attractive, the dude that you find aesthetically pleasing that make $45,000 a year is on the same par as a dude that you find somewhat aesthetically pleasing that make $120,000.
Okay.
We get to the numbers, the nitty gritty. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I know it gets tough because nobody want to be said like a gold digger, but it's in your nature as a woman to see. So you shouldn't feel bad about this answer. These answers.
No, hell, I don't.
I don't feel bad about my answer. You gotta have them coins. I'm sorry. You gotta have the coins. But you gotta have. I'm sorry.
Whoever's on my arm, I need them to be visually attracted to me. Period.
Mm-hmm. So you saying that the looks outweigh the finance to you?
No, the looks get you in the door, but if the finances ain't right, I ain't playing with you.
But I'm asking a direct question.
So if the answer to your question is the looks get my attention.
Mm-hmm.
But if your stability ain't right, I'm out the door. The looks ain't gonna help me stay there. Now, some women, I can honestly say, they will overlook that over lust because they're like, dang, he hot though. So that's why we saying we can't answer for every woman. And that's why I said it fluctuates.
So I'm asking y'all, the $45,000 a year nigga that's up here in attraction and the $120,000 nigga that's here in attraction, Is they the same with y'all? That's what y'all saying?
No.
Okay.
For me.
That's all I'm asking is for you.
I said it's for 50-50 thing for me because I know how to turn a dollar into something business-wise. I can add to that. But if I can't add to that and I got to rely on you, then that's going to change. That's why I said fluctuate. You want a direct answer. And
look, there's no magic trick you can do with $45,000 a year, man. It's $45,000. That's what it is.
Two income households, if one is making 80 and one making 40, I think that does make a difference.
Okay, but if one making 120 and one making 80, that makes a bigger difference. So we basically saying
you asked me, is they on the same tide? And I told you pretty much because I can add to that. And I told you it fluctuates because every woman's situation is different.
Got you.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. When you give that scenario, 120 versus the 45, and the dude that make the 45 is hella fine, like hella. Like I may have to boot him out the door. And
she didn't lie, because I talk to her every day. This is how I'm saying, don't cap.
James.
You don't find that. Come on, man, because it's $45,000 niggas out there everywhere.
Can I finish?
James. The only reason why those $45,000 men ain't making it is because they got a broke man mentality, and it shows when the conversation. That's it. I just named the things that are highly attractive to me. If your mindset is there where you could actually know about investing and everything, cool. We having the knowledge to know about investing and having the money to invest is two different things. They got millionaires sitting in homes every day about an idea how to invest something.
This ain't none of the conversation me and you have every day. Ever.
Okay, so if I could finish, I just want to say that I would roll with the 120 somewhat attractive, because this gives us the opportunity to do more and have more, and create a life together. I can't do much with my $0 and your 45 and versus 120, and it's still somebody I can somewhat look at. Now, if you making 120, you butt ass ugly, neither one of you. I will just deal with
exactly. That's what I just told you.
That is not what you said.
I said it fluctuates.
You literally said, I'm gonna take the 45 because we can build.
I'm gonna take the hot boy because I can add to that, and we're gonna be hot together. That's it.
But at 40 years old, you looking for the hot boy. Come on, baby. But that's you. So Lucy, you saying
you asked me, and I told you
the 120 semi. Okay, all right. And Jenny said the 45-year-old handsome nigga, because
I won't post no pictures of you.
You ain't said 45-year-old. You said $45,000.
I mean,
okay.
If he dating you, he in his 40s. You not 20, so he wouldn't be 20 years old.
I was just correcting you on your verbiage because I know you was saying 45,000, not 45-year-old man.
So for men, looks is always at the top for us. There's no way around it. We care more about looks than anything, and the more attractive you are, the less those. So there's gonna be some qualities I'm a name that if you at a certain. Go ahead, Jenny.
I have a quick question. Why do men assume that women don't really care about looks when it comes to a man?
Because we see all the time where there are hideous men that make big money and they with the baddest chicks. It's all over the place. Like, why would we sit here and act like that ain't real? That's a real thing.
But that don't mean she's attracted to that. She's doing what she got to do.
But she with it. It don't matter whether she attracted to it or not. She attracted to the money and the lifestyle. That's what she attracted to.
But that didn't answer my question. Why would you assume?
Because we know.
I'm trying to figure out why they cheat so much or whatever. But so why do y'all still equate that as they don't care? Hey, man, look, if they're cheating, then obviously they care.
Who cheating? How many of these women out here cheating? These football players married to these women for 40 years. Some of these football players look like big monsters. But they got some of the baddest wives that's sitting at home having they 300-pound head babies over and over again. Shaq looked like a monkey. But Shaq had a bad wife that had 4 of his big head ass kids. She didn't care at all. She wasn't cheating or nothing. He had to
That was
cheat
horrible to see.
and excessive to him to leave her.
Shaq
No.
Shaq is kind of cute. Like,
That's what I was saying to myself. I was like, Shaq ain't even look that bad. And we had, now let's be 100. We
If
had
y'all
Lil
seen Shaq at
Wayne.
19, if y'all seen Shaq at 19 years old, fresh out of high school, y'all wasn't fucking with Shaq broke. Sorry.
James, we
Shaq
had
looks
this
slow.
conversation. I told you I am attracted to black men that have large nose, big lips. I have always been. And I told you I liked Jay-Z when he was nothing. And you said, ain't no way. I said, well, you can look at the history of the men I dated. I like black men that look like men. I don't like the pretty boy. I don't like the pretty boy.
Okay, well, I got you. It makes sense. I understand. But that's not the general public. You just a snowflake.
Okay, wait. I want to chime in on Jenny's questions. Why do men assume that women don't care about looks? Because I feel like men are hunters. It don't matter if they know they dick small. He's still finna shoot a shot at you.
Yep.
Because he's a hunter.
And if he got his money right,
you just might bite.
It's literally like fishing. You just throw your bait out there, and whatever bite.
Toes could be hanging out the tennis shoes. He's still finna come holler at you.
I'm sorry. I was asking that because a lot of men feel like because they like visuals more, they're more visuals, then it gives them an excuse to be cheaters in their relationships because they're like, oh, I couldn't control myself with all. Men just naturally attracted to women. It's just with sex.
Nothing to do with what we talking about. Me and cheating ain't got nothing. Broke niggas cheat.
But that's the number one question. That's the number one answer they give. They be like, because we're visuals. Men are visuals. And I'm like, do you not think women have a hard time?
But what you saying don't match with the question you asked. Because the question you asked was, why do men think women don't care about looks?
Meaning, I have to control myself. When I see a hot guy with a six-pack in a gym that looking at me and saying he don't care, I got a man, I got to have the same self-control as a man who's using the words that he's more of a visual.
Jenny, who gets sex?
Why he have a harder time.
Who could get sex easier, men or women?
Women.
Okay, so
that means we got more pressure.
No. What that means is men and women are different. Women don't look at loyalty the same way as a guy does. So if a guy is taking care of home 100%, I mean, I ain't talking about no $60,000 a year nigga. I'm talking about a nigga make $200,000. He's taking care of home all the way. A woman is more inclined to stay with him doing a little cheating on the side because that man is a rarity and he has a lot of options.
False. They wouldn't have that many women that's single out here if they had women that was willing to stick with a man that's willing to take care of them.
A lot of them women ain't capable of getting them men, Jenny. Them 15%, top 10% of men. Most women is in the average looking. Same way most men are average earners.
Last time I checked, even pretty chicks are single right now.
I got you. They ain't pretty enough to be getting $200,000 niggas. But so in men, and we don't think that women don't care about looks. We just know looks isn't as high on the list of things. We know it's on the list, but it falls under certain stuff. Same way for us, certain stuff falls under looks. Personality, competency, cooking, cleaning, femininity. Those things are on our list, but the more attractive the woman is, the less those things matter. No, it's the less those things matter. The same way for a woman, the more money a dude make, the less a lot of those other things matter. It is basic human biology. Women seek a provider, men seek beauty and youth. So it worked like that.
Because if you ain't in struggle, love, then I don't got to worry about who gonna change this oil or change the tire because we don't have enough money to go get it done. It's gonna already get done. Why would I factor in those extra little things? That's just like when a man get with a woman that's beautiful and he have the money, he ain't gonna worry about if she know how to cook or not. He gonna hire somebody
I just
to cook.
said that.
Or
You
whatever.
arguing points. I literally was just saying that.
I
So,
said, of
anyway.
course, the men ain't gonna feel like that about a man that's making more money.
And of course, men feel like that way about more attractive women. So what men look for when it comes to looks is, no, wait. Yes, we look at a body. The more successful a man is, the more the body matters because he's looking for a more slim, trim woman. Most successful men are not looking for big girls and the BBW and all that extra shit. No matter how much the world tell you, you don't see too many rich men running around with fat chicks. Just don't see it. Same way you don't see many bad chicks running around with broke niggas. It just don't go together. So we look for that. Age matters. So what that means is, even if you look 27, but we know you 47, you can't compete with that 27-year-old. Both y'all look the same, but we know she 27, we know she 47. That matters. Femininity. Those are probably the top 3. A lot of the other stuff that you hear a lot of dudes talk about, the cooking and cleaning and all that stuff, I'm telling you, most of these hot Instagram chicks that you see, they not house women, housewives. They don't have none of them skills. They don't matter because they look good and they have awesome sex. Just really call it what it is. And that outweighs a lot of the stuff with us. We pretend like it don't. And usually dudes shoot they shot within the range of 2s. What I mean in the range of 2s is he's either willing to shoot 2 numbers above or maybe 2 numbers below. So a 5 will go up and shoot at up to a 7, tentatively, and he'll shoot at a 3. He's not willing to go below a 3. He's not willing to go above a 7 because he most likely feel like he can't get that 8. He barely feel like he can get that 7. That's on a good day. And the 3s and the 2s and the 1s, he's not interested in them. So we usually shoot in the range of 2s. So an 8 dude is probably shooting at 10s. He'll fuck down, but he's not gonna relationship down. Same way an attractive woman isn't gonna relationship down as far as a dude's finances. So a lot of stuff that we hear that is important to us is really just not important because we know, to me, I know this for sure, as much as people won't admit it, the great equalizers in dating is for men, looks and sex, and for women, money and finances. Those are the great equalizers that will put you on a level playing field to where
the same damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, it round the same way because it's your tangible income versus, what you have intangible. But yeah, all that count. But those things matter. So those are the great equalizers in dating. If a man makes enough money, a lot of the qualities move down the list. And if a woman looks good enough, a lot of the qualities move down the list. It's just we pretend that those things don't exist. We pretend that, and men do it too. They try to act like, because he can't get the 8, then he'll say stuff like, well, looks don't matter. He's lying. And if you get a fat dude that's ugly and short, and you make him lose 200 pounds, give him a 6-pack, $1 million, and a fade, and his hairline ain't receding no more, he is no longer interested in those women because he's interested in the options that he could actually get. That's why he's saying that. You'll see certain dudes
still ain't 6'2".
Yeah, but I mean, if you can stretch him to 6'2", then he's not. But when you have dudes in a certain place, they'll say certain things like, man, I like big girls. You get that same man that's out. I'm telling you, if this could be a theory that I could work out, and if I get rich enough, I want to do it. And it'll be sad because I'm gonna ruin some marriages, but I want to go in somebody's
house. I've seen it a few times, James. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I want to go in somebody's house.
I've seen it. I've seen it a few times on women's side and men's side.
Yeah.
Women stick with the guy who's providing for them until she lose the weight, get the surgery or whatever she got, and then she out. And then the man do the same thing. He talking about he like this big woman and all that, whatever, until he get himself together financially, then he out.
So that's what I'm saying. I be wanting to go into these, what I call stage marriages, these settled marriages where I got what I could get. And I be wanting to go into them and walk to the dude and take him in the room by himself and say, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million. We're going to get you a surgery. You're going to get a 6-pack. And we're going to give you a blue check on all social medias. And I'm going to take his woman in the room. And I'm going to say, we're going to get your body right. We're going to get you dolled up. We're going to give you blue checks on social media. Get you some BBLs. And get your titties lifted. And I want to know, separated from their man and their wife, would that still be the person that you would be? And I'm almost 100% sure most of the time they gonna say no, because they got with and married who they felt like they could get.
I mean, we see it every day, though. This is why celebrities be so comfortable with leaving each other and their lives look more promiscuous, because they're financially stable to leave.
No, like if we use celebrities, no, let me tell you the example we can use for celebrities. Look at all rappers, basketball players, all of them. Look at their first baby mama before they got any money. Then look at the woman that they married. Them are two different calibers of women. They are here and here. Because he got what
Snoop. I thank God for Snoop Dogg.
But see, very few can get one. Yeah, but very few can get one that's bad enough, because Ice Cube's wife was bad. So when she met him when he was broke, she was still bad. And she continued to be bad. That's what I'm saying. But she continued to be bad. As he grew, she stayed bad. But
that's another thing that women don't want to admit, that they got to keep their body right and their looks right. They I don't know why they don't want to admit it, but they feel more comfortable saying, I got to do that for me. This is for me, when it's not true. It could be somewhat for you, but at the same time, it's also for you to stay attractive and get attention, because women thrive off attention, regardless if it's from one person or multiple.
But I always say, look at they do first baby mama or first woman and compare it to the woman that he with once he got his money. These are guaranteed two different people every time.
Thank God for LeBron James.
That's what I'm telling you. But he was able to get an attractive woman from the beginning. You look at them other niggas. I'm telling you, I know a bunch of them. I follow sports, and I see a lot of football players, and the baby mama that you don't never see or never hear them talking about. Yep. Stay out the picture.
God for Magic Johnson.
They bought the child off of them and just keep putting, like, you signed this NDA that you don't know me, and I got this child, and I'm gonna send you a check every month of $40,000, and you just stay out the way. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised at how many times that happened, because you got with who you could get at that time. Then your situation moved up, and now you know you can do better. So most do, and women, like I say, like Jenny say, women do it too. Most times, a woman was the ugly duckling in high school.
You can do the same thing too, though, about who they attract, because just like the millionaires who they with now that's not attractive, you can look at that pattern of who they was with before that, and there was some handsome broke men that they only paid attention to. But now that they got this celebrity attention, who got some money, they like, oh well, I throw the looks part away. I'm gonna just keep this dude.
Nah, they mostly, because most of them women, they still end up with.
Of course, your husband look like a damn milk dud.
Yeah, most of them still end up, because what happened for women is the opposite, because they start getting older, and that factors in. So when you look at a lot of like the celebrity rich women, most of them in their 40s and stuff, they on the struggle, because you up here as far as money, but you still 49, 50, 57 years old. And you pretty much, once you in a small, you in a very short territory of men that are on your level financially.
Like Cher, her boyfriend, what, 20?
Yeah, you're gonna have to date down.
Even what's her name? Tammy Rowland?
Yeah, you're gonna have to date down.
Her husband is like 10 years younger than her. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to date down because the men that are on your level financially is
not looking
for 47-year-old divorcee.
Let me not get too damn high, or I got to go down. I'm not even doing it.
Hey, you better. I'm Jenny. I mean, Lucy. How old are you now? You what, like 33, 34?
I just turned 34.
Woo, baby!
I started doing face yoga.
You pressing the clutch. Don't get married to Norman, whatever that boy name is.
Oh Lord.
The next man I see here.
Yeah, go on, get married. And I'm telling you, because it's a thing that women don't want to admit. But
you know what, though? I'm going to say this. I used to be a person, and James knows this, I used to be a person that did not want to date underneath my age. But as I get older, I realize that might not be such a bad thing. Because do I really want my husband to go before I go? I want him to take care of me. Like,
girl, that's dead.
I mean, I don't want being a nurse position ain't looking too cute. I mean, after a man hit 50, it's kind of hard for a woman to sign up for him if she ain't been with him all that time to not just be your nurse. Now I'm just gonna be your nurse, and I gotta make sure you get your knee replacement and your back is hurting and you didn't work all hard and made all these kids on the side and all that. I don't got time for that.
But when I say date down, I ain't just talking about in age. Are you willing to go down in status? Because you go to younger men, are they in that I'm gonna take care of because you for it? So
these younger men is on their bread. They on their bread.
But Jenny, so let's be realistic. Is these younger men looking to marry 40-something-year-old women?
A lot of these younger men are getting tired of these street chicks.
No, they not.
Now,
I ain't gonna say it.
Jenny live in New Orleans. I don't know. They might be doing something different in New Orleans.
Because the rest of the world, I'm telling you, that 40 and on up, it's a tough sled for y'all. I'm sorry, it is. It's a tough sled.
I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is you do find a good amount of like young guys are getting tired of girls with no morals. I mean, it's fun and it's great to be sexing and all that extra stuff when you're ready to do it because you don't got to do nothing but give them a couple conversations and they're ready. But I find more men these days are willing to have families and settle down than women. Women are just on 10 these days.
Oh yeah, I literally just was telling my homeboy today. He was talking about, man, I be trying to find a wife. He a cool dude. He a little, not as inept when it comes to dealing with women, but very stable, good dad. And he was like, man, well, all the 40+ women that blah blah blah. And I was like, brother, they on TikTok, and they on Facebook Reels, and they on Instagram, shaking ass with bikinis on. This is where they at. All the fine ones, this is where they at. You find the 50-year-old women, this is where they at. They not in the grocery store no more. You looking in the wrong places. Don't go to church. Don't go to the grocery store. Go to TikTok and go to Instagram. This is where the aunties is hanging out at now. And that's what they looking for. So because as a dude, I had to know that when I was in college at 18 years old, the reality that women tend to run into in their later years is something that we as men run into younger. You 18 years old, you at school with these women. None of y'all ain't really got nothing financially, but because they're attractive, which is what men covet and value, and they're new to the world, they ain't been through a lot, they was able to date men with jobs. So most college girls that were attractive was not dating us. We got what was left over, the ones that couldn't get the men with the jobs and the cars and the houses. But we had to deal with that, because we knew we did not have what I couldn't lead. I wouldn't provide. I was eating noodles, none of that. And I knew that, and most of the niggas that was there knew that too. So we had to sit back and eat the fact that although these women are our age, they not interested in us because we don't have.
We're going to the club and looking for the man standing over there.
Yeah. So, but when we get older, when you get older, as a man get older, he start developing those traits, the things that a man covets in a woman. So I'm telling you, it's like this. It start doing this. When you get about 27, 28, it get about here. But then as the time start going, now the things that the men covet, when you 45, 47, you don't have a lot of those things no more. They
looking for the young
Yeah.
the young girls in college.
And that's what I'm saying. So I don't think a lot of women realize that. Because again, I went to college, I had to eat this. You sitting there looking at this girl that you know you just let eat your noodles last night because she broke and her people broke just like you. But she is able to go to the nice parties off campus and niggas coming picking her up, and we looking like, dang, they don't want to fuck with us. Because we ain't got shit. We had to understand that what a woman seek in a man, protector, provider, leader. We 18 years old. We ain't got none of them skills, none of them qualities, none of them. And we had to accept that. Yeah, but the roles switch as we get older. And women realize, hey, what men covet in a woman, we don't have that no more. So now most of those men are capable of going to get a different caliber of woman, so they're not looking for us. So you see the Tracy Ellis Ross that make good money, but men her age that make that kind of money is not looking for.
But let's be clear too, a lot of those men do carry bitterness that they don't want to admit to, because they were turned down because they wasn't financially stable or anything back in those days.
Every man
Instead of them looking at that logic of what you just saying and saying, Dan, I don't have that, I'm 18, I can't provide it, and then reason with it, they literally pin women to the wall and say, how dare you get a guy who has his stuff together.
We got the Mike Jones mentality out the gate back then. You didn't want me. I'm telling you, out the gate. And you can't, I don't see how anybody can feel an issue with that. If when I was broken,
because you were kids, you literally talk about a younger self, and now you holding women accountable, because you got to think about a lot of these women were in poverty situations. So you want her to stay in a poverty situation when something more appealing is coming to her, and then pin her to the wall when she's in her 30s, when she's rising up and realize that, dang, I should have been looking at personality too. Because that's the same thing about men.
We understood that, but what we want women to understand is the way we had to accept that, older women is just gonna have to accept the way we
but
knew
James,
women
they got a lot of women that was fugly back then had to accept the same thing. They was fat, they ain't looked a certain part, and they had to swallow it. And now when they lost the weight and they came into the big years and all the extra stuff, now men like, oh, let me holler. And they don't pin them to the wall, they still holler at them.
For those women, I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is one of the things that again balances out for a woman that is just unattractive. There's a place for them the same way as a man that is just a bum, which is, it sucks to be you. Because if you're an unattractive woman at 18 and you're unattractive at 40 and you was unattractive in that gap in between, life gonna suck for you, to be honest. Same way for a dude. If you was a bum at 18, you didn't get yourself together and you were a bum at 40, life gonna suck for you. These are choices. Right. It's what it is.
Let's wrap this episode up there.
I just don't understand if you was raised in a household where your parents are literally saying, I don't want you to be a lazy man. You have to have something to offer to a woman if you want a family and get married and all this, whatever. You raised like this all the time. But then when you're actually held at a standard, when you started dating when you're older, it's for some reason y'all lost all reason of.
It's not that we lost. We know we can get better now. Same way you knew you could get better then, we know we can get better now. So we don't have to accept the 40-something-year-old woman the way the 18-year-old fine chick didn't have to accept our broke ass. It's what it is. It's life. It's life.
It sounds like trauma that you hold on to.
It's not trauma though. It's just how is it trauma for y'all to be able to pick the better man at 18? No, you was able to leverage the better man and you did it. We able to leverage the better younger woman and we do. It's the same thing. You only feel like that because you fall in that category.
No, I feel like that because a lot of men really be bitter about that on the internet. That's the thing they go back to. They don't
take it as a bitter.
Wait, let me tell you why it becomes bitter. Because I don't have to talk about the past to say why I make decisions now. They literally say, I ain't about to holler at no chick because y'all ain't want me back then. That's bitterness. Y'all not saying you're not attracted to her. You literally saying, I don't want to holler at her because she ain't want to holler. I ain't getting none of them kind of women back then. That means you're carrying that with you.
And women are holding on to, man, why these men don't want us at this age when we was this age, they were super excited to get with us.
I don't see no posts like that with women saying that. Do you? Do you, Lucy? Do you ever see women? Do you ever see women saying, "Damn, these men was all on me 10 years ago. Where they at now?"
I get it. I understand because you know I understand your stance in that, but it's the same exact way.
Stop saying far-fetched stuff, James, because it sounds good.
18, yeah,
you know
but when you was 18 with no children and attractive a woman, you were able to leverage to get the better man. When the man is 35, 40, and his
at
shit
any
together,
moment in their life, so the woman is never struggling. Even the most unattractive woman is never struggling to get no meat.
I understand, but it's just
now they got that man that might have been going 17, 18 years without some sex because how he looked at what he didn't have. And he holds on to that, and he makes everybody want to pay, even the young chicks that he do attract.
I know, he just able to get a better caliber woman.
Get some counseling.
So, hey, so check us out on Overly Opinionated. This is one of our midweek episodes. We're gonna try to get more content out. You know, we'll have the full team sometimes we won't, but we want to get more content out more consistently. So check us out on Overly Opinionated YouTube, Overly Opinionated Facebook, Overly Opinionated Instagram, and don't forget Overly Opinionated TikTok. And if that is all we got, we will catch y'all on the next episode. And
bye.